Welcome to Lunch with Legacy Leaders, a weekly talk show with local and national thought leaders on issues impacting the Black community. Now, introducing our host.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Yvette Harris, and I am so happy to be here hosting Lunch with Legacy Leaders. Our sponsors today include Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County, Broward Health, AARP, the John P. Hussman Institute for Human Genomics, and the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine. So we are so grateful to have a very special guest here today. And I think he's coming on, Mr. Leon Lee Roberts, who's the chairperson at ASA College. And your department is Division of Business and Engineering Technology at ASA College. And congratulations, you're one of Legacy Miami's South Florida top educators for 2021. So we are so excited and we're honored to have you here. And we're looking forward to learning all about ASA College and a little bit about yourself. So welcome.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
How are you doing today?
I am doing very well. Thank you.
So
tell us. And welcome for our viewers as well. I know we have many of our faculty and staff at ASA in Hialeah and New York watching us. So welcome, and also to our students.
All right, shout out to the ASA crew.
Yes.
Awesome, and in New York. All right, sounds good. So tell us, Mr. Roberts, about yourself. You're originally from Jamaica, I believe, right?
I am from Jamaica, yes. I hail from St. Elizabeth. Many people are not familiar with that part of the country, but it's in the middle of the country. And I studied in Jamaica at the University of the West Indies, and also at Barry University. I pursued 2 master's degrees there, and I'm currently a doctoral student as well.
Nice. So let's talk a little bit about ASA and what makes ASA College so special in the landscape of education for people that are looking in terms of higher education.
So ASA College is actually based in New York. We have been in Florida for almost 6 years, and we really specialize in helping students who are at risk first, because those are underserved students. They are talented, they have the skills, but for whatever reason, maybe economic, maybe their educational development process, they end up being at risk. So I would say ASA College is an expert school at helping those kinds of students, but we don't stop there. We have a very, very robust athletic student population, and we excel with those students both athletically and academically. And we've won several championships nationwide. We have students from all over the world as well. So we have many athletes who come here. We have many people from Latin American countries, the Caribbean, from Europe, from Africa, and they excel at ASA because our faculty is just like our student population. We're a highly diverse faculty, which means we can relate better to our student than most other universities. We specialize in finding out what exactly does each of our students need. And like I said, we have at-risk students, but we also have athletes, and we have students who are highly motivated, students who are self-directed. They will succeed on their own, which means that ASA, we just help them along the way, and it makes their life a lot easier. So whatever the background of the student is, ASA is the place where I think they can thrive and succeed.
So COVID-19 probably changed the landscape of the workforce and just in terms of people's goals and aspirations in terms of higher education. What were some of the things that you all had to do at ASA College just to kind of navigate that journey?
Oh, Lord. So that COVID-19, I think, affected every aspect of our life. It turned everything upside down. And if you consider the traditional way that education is delivered, people come to a classroom. So if we start with elementary school, middle school, we're the same thing, right? The
Right.
students had never taken an online class in their life. Uh, at ASA, one of the first classes students take is learning how to use a computer, because we don't leave anything, up to chance. We have to make sure the student is prepared. And in this day and age, they have to at least learn how to operate a computer. That's the first basic skill that a student needs to succeed, COVID or not. But with COVID, they need to now learn how to take a class online. And if you remember the type of student I just described, the student who is not self-directed, who is probably just trying to get by, who does not have a solid background, now we have to show them step by step everything to do. COVID didn't give us chance to prepare students to go online. COVID came end of February and middle of March, students are online. So where is the training going to come from for those students? It means we have to have outreach for them individually. And we have to show them this is how you log on to Blackboard or Canvas or whatever platform we use. And this is what you do next. This is how you write a discussion. This is how you reply to another student. So it's attacking the basics. But it might seem as if the faculty was also prepared. Again, many of the faculty members had never taught a class online. So we also have to address both student and faculty at the same time to ensure that the student is getting the same or even better education delivered to them via what has become popular, Zoom, face-to-face online environment. And I would say we have done better than many other schools because our faculty members do not only teach at ASA. Some of them are adjunct and they teach at many, many other schools. And they give us the feedback that the level of preparation that we put in to train them, to help them prepare, we spend weekends, we spend late night, and we did everything that we needed to do to make sure that our faculty was prepared first. Because if that doesn't happen, then our students are going to fall by the wayside. So I think we were very successful. In 2 weeks, we went online, and it was a seamless transition. Many schools, actually, if you remember, they closed. They
Right.
closed for 2 months. They closed for 6 weeks. We just went on in just 2 weeks. We were up and running again.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, because you service a certain population of students, how do you recruit them, or how do people normally find out about ASA College? Do you work with the local high schools, or what does that look like for you?
So I can say for athletics, they work with high schools all over the world. They do the coaching recruitment by visiting championships. For traditional students, we recruit through high schools. We have ads online, ads in newspapers, and many of the students are by word of mouth. It means students who come here and experience the type of education we deliver, they tell their friends. And I don't think you could find a better testimonial, a better way of saying this thing that we're doing here at ASA really, really works. So those are our primary methods of attracting students.
So, with that said, if I'm a student that would like to attend, what does the financial aid look like? Are there grants available, scholarship?
Absolutely. So at ASA, again, our foundation is built on helping students to succeed. A student can't succeed if they can't pay. And some students need grants, some students need financial aid, and some students qualify for scholarships. If students want to find out how to get into ASA and how the finances will work, I recommend you call us or visit the website at asa.edu and you will get all the information you need, and then you call, because everyone is based on their individual position. So don't just assume that because you don't see what you're looking for, it doesn't exist. Just call and we will figure out what we need to do to help you. Because again, if you've never been to college, if parents have never been to college, those types of students really struggle more than everyone else, because the problem is where to look. What are the different things that are available? We know them. We can't just identify every single need online. So I recommend the best thing to do, call, make an appointment, and see a financial aid advisor or see an admissions representative, and they'll figure out how to help.
That's perfect. So tell us about some of the programs that are there that students have that students have there that they're able to attend or get a degree in.
I will start with my division, which I'm the chair of the division of business. So we have a very robust business program where we prepare students who are planning to go to another college. So they come for 2 years. We also have 4 years program. So some students stay, complete their bachelor's, and some move on to a different university. We also have a computer networking program, which is a program which is in high demand. So students take that program and then they get a job after 2 years. We have nursing, we have medical assisting, we have liberal arts program, criminal justice. So again, within those programs, there's areas of specialization. So the best way for a student to move forward is to call us and figure out, what is their career goal? Because some people do not know that. Some people believe, I want to study business administration, but within that program, there are many areas that you could specialize, for example, in social media or in sports management or accounting. So the key is, if you're listening to me, you have a plan for your career. It's a basic plan. You need help. If your parents are not helping, then, or if you're a parent and you are struggling with deciding what to do with your student, the best thing to do is send them here. We will sit with them. We'll talk to them. You're not making a decision. You're not paying the tuition. All you're doing is trying to figure out what's the next move that you should make. Even if it's a student athlete, by the way, because we have one of the best athletic programs in South Florida. So whatever your position is, a high schooler you could send them here just to get information, and then they can make an educated decision.
So do you have any thoughts about the value of a degree in the workplace today and what that looks like from, maybe years ago?
Oh, Lord. So how much time do you have for that?
Not a lot, because you got to get to class.
So one advice I give to students, because we have many students who tell us that, I don't know if I really need to get a degree. Many people say that, especially athlete students. They think they're just going to be a superstar, and we hope that that happens. But even if it's not an athlete, there are people who are talented, who picked up some skills. There are people who are trying to learn things online. There's YouTube videos for everything you want to learn.
Everything.
Right. So there are people who are self-training. But I show people the statistics from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. It shows that people without degrees earn less than people who have a degree. So people with an associate degree generally at a high percent makes more than people with a high school diploma. People with a bachelor's degree earn more than people with an associate. People with a master's earn more than the ones with lower degrees. So the value of a degree pays off financially, but that's just one area. To get a degree requires learning, right? It requires reading. It requires spending a lot of time learning information about life and about everything else. So you could earn a lot of money, but you could also lose it because of lack of training in financial aspects of life. So the value of a degree It pays off financially, but it also pays off in a person's entire life. It makes people a more rounded individual and provides people with a much more satisfying type of life where they can understand that there are other people all over the world and there are other needs all over the world that they can contribute to. So we're preparing students here not just to be successful financially, but to also be successful in their life, to be rounded individuals, to understand diversity. Because in today's world, you can see that many conflicts exist everywhere. So we are saying to the students that come here, it's not just your technical educational training that we're providing. We're providing soft skills, which nowadays employees are looking for that more than they're looking for the technical skills. So it's not just, okay, I'm here coming for computer training or business training or criminal justice or nursing. We're making our students more prepared to face life than the students in other colleges.
So what about that aspiring entrepreneur? Is there anything for that person in terms of wanting to start a business, or any courses there that they're able to take or get a certificate?
Absolutely. So that's my area of specialty, right?
I figured that.
From the business division, my honest real goal is to show students that they really don't have to always be employees. They can become employers. And sometimes in a company, as an entrepreneur, you become an intrapreneur. You work at a company and you try to figure out, how am I going to build this company by contributing using the skills that I have. So throughout our business program, we're literally raising entrepreneurs. We teach the history of entrepreneurship in the United States. We show the different ethnicities or the different racial backgrounds of people. We show whether it's men or women who are entrepreneurs. We show what are the skills needed. And throughout the program, students have to write business plans. They have to write marketing plans. And in many cases, they come up with ideas that some of them continue to pursue. I think you met one of them in your interviews, and he's running his own business. But that is only one of the many students that we have that have figured out that, you know, there is more to life than just going to school and then going to work. They can create a fulfilling and rewarding career for themselves where they're building something. Nice. So this is the place to go if that's what a student is looking for.
So what about the support system once I graduate and I finish, I need to get a job? Is there a counselor that kind of guides me through that? Are there job placements that the school is able to help with?
So that begins at the beginning. Once a student comes in, we know what they're looking to do. We have a very robust career services department. And in their third semester, students start writing their resume. They start preparing that. They get expert help. They do mock interviews. This is before they graduate. And in the final semester, they get placed in an externship where they're practicing whatever it is they studied. At the end, they may get offered a job, but like I said, some people want to continue to do a bachelor's degree, or they might want to transfer to another university. If what they would like is to get a job and continue, then we have career services that will help them to do the job search, to create their resumes, to update it, and to help them prepare for whatever interviews they're going to have.
Okay. And what if I decide kind of in the middle that I don't necessarily, after taking courses, and I decide I don't want to pursue nursing, or I don't want to, pursue criminal justice, and I want to change? What does that look like, and how easy or challenging is it for me to go on to something else?
So if a student starts studying, which happens a lot, that happened to me. So if a student starts pursuing a specific degree, which happens a lot, and you want to switch to something else, the thing to do is to sit with an advisor. And I've met with students like that. And we say, what is it you want to do? We look at what they've already studied. We try to determine what courses that they've completed will transfer to the next program, and we make a new plan for that student. We also have students like that who come here from another school as well. So they started something else and they said, I want to switch to do another program. We do the same thing. We evaluate the transcripts and we try to help them to transfer as many credits as possible, whether it is from ASA College or from another college. So they get the best of both worlds. And we don't try to push students down, the tunnel that they're in to say, hey, you must do this. Because if regardless of the age, people can change careers. The environment is changing. Things are changing. The job that used to be popular, 10 years ago, it no longer exists.
Right.
And we say to students, be flexible. It's one of the skills that we teach students here. Be flexible, be open-minded, but also be tough, be resilient and work hard and just pursue the thing that will make you happy.
So what are you most proud of about ASA College? If I was stuck with you on an elevator and we had like 30 seconds to get down to the first floor, what would you tell me? What would your elevator pitch be?
I would ask you a question. Have you ever seen a person on day one who looks totally lost, totally confused, and afraid with no confidence? And the next minute you tell them something and they light up and they start shining really, really bright and you can't shut them up. When that happens to us as an instructor here, I think it's the greatest feeling that a person can have, because you know that you've made an impact in not just one person's life. It's one life you're changing in that moment, but that student is going to turn around and pass that on to other people, whether it's their family or they're going to share it with their friends. And that happens every single day when we have students who we see that they think that studying is the worst thing on earth. It's the hardest thing they can do. And they want you to read the book to them. And all of a sudden you see them locked in a room by themselves, actually studying, and you say, who is that? It cannot be the same person you just saw. So I would say that's the greatest feeling that we get as an instructor. At the end, you have students who graduate and move on. And sometimes they come back and they say, hello, I'm here doing this or that. And that's also a great feeling. Mm-hmm. But in the moment when it's happening, I think that's the greatest feeling that an instructor actually can get in life.
What's the average age of the students? Is it an older population or younger or?
So I would say a majority of our students are between 18 and like 28 years old, although we have students who are in their late 50s and early 60s. So we have a wide spectrum of students, and that puts pressure on our faculty because you're in a classroom addressing the needs of a wide variation in the student population. And that's an area where our faculty also excel, because we are able to, work with people from varying backgrounds, whether it's age, gender, ethnicity, culture, and language.
Nice. And so what inspires you every day?
Well, it's what I told you before. I like to see people's lives change. In my own kid's life, what I want to see is I show them something and they do it, and it works out. And it's the same thing for my students. I don't want to go as far as saying they're my children, because maybe some of them, but I really feel like our faculty and everyone that works here is highly passionate about the success of the student. And I don't think I would feel the same way if I find students who are highly motivated, self-confident, self-directed, and I barely help them and they succeed. It's the ones that you feel like, I don't know if this one is going to make it, and then they just magically turn around because of the work that you've put in. So that is what I think keeps us pursuing this mission. Some of the faculty members say we're teachers without borders at ASA.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And so we think we're doing a nonprofit good to society.
Well, we are so excited, and you have definitely shared and given us some golden nuggets And hopefully the viewers are going to, log in and give you a call. I'm sure that a lot of them have some students that, could definitely benefit from attending ASA College. Can you just give us the website and the phone number one more time?
The website is asa.edu. asa.edu. You go there, you click on the programs, you can see all the programs we have. And then you could give us a call. The number is 786-279-1760. And we're waiting to hear from you.
Mr. Roberts, we thank you so much. We thank you for the information, and congratulations again on your Spotlight Award with Legacy Miami. And for those of you that want to see the magazine and some of the other ones that have also garnered that award, please visit miamimediagrp.com. My name is Yvette Harris, and I am so blessed to be here with Lunch with Legacy Leaders. So we wish you a great day. We got you out, and you have plenty of time to get to class.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much, and thanks to everyone for watching, and I hope I get to meet you soon.
Sounds good. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Tune in next week, next Thursday.
Thank you.